Before we start this episode, I wanted to tell you about a project that I've been working on. It's a coffee table book called Season Retrospective. When I was a kid growing up watching figure skating, I used to use my saved up money to buy world almanacs so that I could look up all the statistics. Last season, I thought about that and I thought, why not make it a photography almanac? And so Danielle Earle and I teamed up for this first edition of Season Retrospective, looking back at the Olympic season. It's 150 pages of her brilliant photography, excerpts from 8 interviews from the Rocker Skating podcast, and special sections on fashion and retirements. Go to store.rockerskating.com to learn more. Welcome to the Rocker Skating Podcast. I have made my way to the Bakerie because it's Marjorie Lajoie and Jean-Luc Baker here with me. Finally, it took a while. We've been trying to schedule this for a while, but welcome to the podcast. How are you two?
Thank
Amazing.
you so much for having us. Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah, it's for real. It's we're doing so good. So happy to finally talk with you. I know we've chatted before, Jackie, in many different settings, so I'm happy for this one now.
I'm not. We will go there in a second, but I want to hear about your last couple of months because there's been a lot of travel. We'll talk about your partnership and how it all started, but what have you been up to the last couple of months?
Well, I think it's been extremely busy. Marge and I
you had some prior commitments, JL.
I did. That's the thing. Like the first day we skated together, I was like, yo, if we're going to do this, June, we're not in Montreal. And I have a huge ask. Can you come with me to a lot of them? In July, I have another one, YTS, Your True Step seminar set up with Sam Chouinard and Nathan Chen. And we had a 2-week one in Courchevel, France, with the French Figure Skating Federation's development program of novice and juniors. And then we're in Fribourg, Switzerland last week with Roman Pansart and his team, working with Francois and all of his skaters, all the skaters that he has. It's been amazing. Again, extremely grateful to have Marjorie come along for the ride. And she was amazing, teaching me so much in terms of the French side of things, helping me translate because we were in France and Swiss French, like most of the skaters in Switzerland were speaking French. And so I'm learning a lot, which is great just for citizenship purposes in the future. And then 2, on top of that, we're able to capitalize on just spending 1 more time together, but 2, getting time to skate together, do off ice, do creations with Sam. Lucky enough, we had Sam with us with all of those. So we got to capitalize on that, which was super cool.
And Marjorie, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. I love to do this. This is my favorite move right now. Thank you so much. It was a great surprise, and I'm so happy. Like we talked a little bit before the interview, there's a lot of changes in my life this summer, which is amazing. I'm so happy right now.
Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, some of you may know that Jean-Luc Baker was my partner, and sometime in May, I got a call and Jean-Luc was on the other line being like, hey, I got some news.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know what the news is. Don't worry. I figured you were I figured something was happening. And the bakery was developed. And I want to hear, besides the fact that you're going to miss commentating with me, Jean-Luc, I want to hear what the origin story of this whole partnership was. How did this all get started? You told me literally the first day you got on the ice, you were like, this looks great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But tell me how it all got started.
For us, it was so cool. I've missed skating from the moment that I stopped at the Grand Prix final in 2022. Just grasping, trying to get more opportunities to perform and get out there. And it was kind of just a really uphill battle trying to make some things happen for both Caitlin and myself. It wasn't just a one-sided conversation with her and her struggles. So I think that we both were realizing that we were really excellent competitors, but it was really tough for us to get to the competition a lot of the time. So we ended up stopping skating. And from the moment we stopped skating, I just always missed it. Like I always felt the urge trying to push into so many things. I mean, I went and filmed the videos with Caitlin in Central Park. And then 1.5 weeks later, I happened to be at US Nationals where we did our first on ice commentary together. And I was like, what am I doing? Like I was supposed to be at this event. But regardless of the fact, I mean, for me, I just miss skating so much. And after Worlds this year, there were so many teams like kind of parting ways. There was like people were skating with each other, and Marie France and I were just talking about one team and saying that, oh, she should maybe find a partner from this country. And I was like, dang, I would even skate for that country, like as a joke, right? Not as a joke, but like that sounds like a really cool opportunity. Like I would do it, not with said person, but more so just like that sounds like a great opportunity. And she looked at me like, wait, you would still compete again? And I was like, yeah, I mean, like 100% I would if I had the opportunity. We ended up getting dinner the next night to talk about teams programs I was supposed to be choreographing here at IAM later that next couple weeks to talk about music and setup. And we sat down and talked for 5 minutes about it. And she's like, all right, let's just talk. Let's cut to the chase here. And then she kind of just asked me if I wanted to skate and try to go to the next Olympic Games for Canada. And I was like, I mean, what? And she's like, yeah, you'd get your release almost immediately. We have an amazing opportunity that could happen for you. And I was like, I mean, I don't like to live my life with what ifs. I wanted to try. And from the moment we stepped on the ice together, I was like, wow, okay, so this feels really good. It's super fun. We communicate excellently. We have a lot of work to do. What our summer was going to look like and looks like is extremely unorthodox. It's not your usual, like, we're skating 5 days a week. We get 1 week of rest, and then it's back to the grind for the rest of the year. We've been gone more than we've been actually in Montreal training. I think we trained in Montreal like 6 days in June. And I don't mind telling the world what that looks like because that's just the reality of our situation. We're making the most of it. And that's why we're like on a little bit of a different trajectory for the next 4 years.
You and I had talked a lot, even, like when we were commentating together, and I always got the sense that you were like, just like itching to get back on the ice in some way. And you've done it a lot with choreography, with all kinds of things that have kept you on the ice.
Yeah.
Marjorie, you've been competing for the entirety of the last quad, and you were at the Olympics and Worlds. How did that begin for you?
Well, I didn't know JL wanted to come back. Like it was a well-kept secret. So when everything happened, I didn't know what my life would look like. Of course, I wanted to continue skating. I love it so much. It's my whole life, and I have bigger goals to achieve. And so when Mahi came to me and was like, maybe JL would want to come back, I was so like happy and excited. And because we were training together for so long, like we knew each other a little bit, and I knew how like amazing he is, like as a person, as a skater. So I knew that this could probably work, and we just needed to see when we skate together how it felt, which felt amazing. So I was just so happy and released and grateful because I think it couldn't be better than this as like an end scenario for me and probably for both of us. I think we're really happy with the outcome of this situation.
I mean, it's great. I mean, I am losing a commentary partner for
I'm sorry.
at least a few years, but
Yes.
I would rather this be happening right now because it helps the two of you. It also helps the sport. I mean, I gotta say the fans out there have been, excuse the word, but salivating after this partnership was announced. It's the two of you have been fan favorites for many years. I think also a lot of people have thought, frankly, that both of you in your previous partnerships were maybe a little bit underscored, maybe a little bit underrated. And in some ways, this is like a reset button for you. And a lot of athletes, especially as they continue in their careers, they think about, oh, wow, if I just had a way for me to just start over or do something different or whatever. And the two of you get a chance to do that now, which is unlike what most athletes really get to do. And I wonder, for both of you, what is it, if you think about, your previous partnership, your long careers, both of yours, what is it that you think this partnership can help you accomplish and change that you may not have been able to before?
Oh wow, it's such a good
I
question.
love this question. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh. You know what you want to say, Marge?
So I think it's we're really similar person. We're both really communicative, very happy. Just yesterday we were talking with our gym coach, and he was surprised that every day we love to train and to skate. So I think we both have the same love for the sport. We both want to do a difference, make people feel stuff. It's even more important for both of us than results, because results we can control and everybody wants to win. So of course we want, but it's bigger than that for us. And I think we're so aligned. So I think that's the biggest outcome of this. I don't know if I answer well the question, but for me, it's that, like, the similarity of taste, this similarity of being just aligned and in the goals and the way we train, in personality.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think that, like, realistically, what Marge is saying, like, we're so hungry for success and we're so hungry to win events and be the best that we possibly can. But everyone knows ice dance, everyone knows the sport of figure skating, and quite frankly, we can sit here all day and pretend like things don't happen. But what we can control is the performances that we put out and what we make people feel, and hopefully feel something. If they don't, then we can go back to the drawing board. But for us, it's about sharing our experiences together and really just like finding ways to share our love for the sport, our love for creativity and artistry, and then share that with our audience to like I say in commentary with you, like, give your audience a break, right? Like, give them an opportunity. And I'm so grateful for this experience and this opportunity to skate with Marjorie, because realistically, like you said, not many skaters get that opportunity to come back. I've had the luxury of being able to coach some of the best skaters in the world for the past 3.5 years, with Marjorie and Zach actually being one of the teams that I worked with frequently. So I think what's so cool is that kind of being in a position to just share my love for the sport again and get to share it with somebody that loves to do it as well.
You have had 3 years of something very different. You're still involved in skating, but you've done YTS with Nathan and with Sam. You've choreographed for a lot of skaters over the past few seasons. You just choreographed a bunch of programs in the off season.
Yep.
What of those experiences do you take with you, right? And how do you think about your trajectory now, knowing what you know, after those 3 years?
Well, I think that what's so cool is that kind of question that you brought up earlier, is just about skaters often just saying, like, just if I would have just done this. I think that being on the other side of the wall for the last 3.5 years and creating programs, I see things differently than I did when I was a skater previously in my like last chapter, let's say. And transitioning into that coach and choreographer space, I didn't think or really ever think that I was going to get another opportunity to skate. But I oftentimes would go to Patrice and be like, man, if I could have just like known what I know now, and my willingness to like not just agree to everything or be like, I think it should be like this, I'm open to discussing. I'm very clear, and Marjorie has experienced that straight away. It's not that I like to put up walls when I work with our teams, our coaching team, but it's like, yeah, I'm very clear. I want it to look and feel like this. Let's find that, because that's how I see it. Or I'll ask a question that kind of stimulates like all of us in a way that I only would have been able to ask that question if I was a choreographer previously. And I think that just like being able to choreograph for so many amazing skaters and teams, it's really challenged me to push my own movement vocabulary as well. Obviously, I like to skate in the world where like I feel the best, but I think at the same time, it's challenged me to like see things greater than just like a one-way track.
Marjorie, now that you've worked with JL as a choreographer coach and now as a partner, what do you take from the different experiences from him into this partnership?
Well, I think the biggest thing is how much I trust him, just because he coached us, and it was amazing. Like, we requested him a lot because he was so good. So when he has hesitation on some stuff, I really trust his guts, like even with music and stuff. And when I say that, it's really a like, we work really well together. But I think his vision is really good, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to skate with someone that have this background, because I don't think a lot of skaters had that. So I think that's pretty cool, and we can even create together and trust that it can be good just because what he did is so good.
I had an interview with Olivia Smart and Tim Deek, I don't know, 6 months, 5 months ago, and we talked about their origin story and how, you know, it took them a little bit of time to really kind of figure out what each other is like and how do you mesh. And they talked a lot about, like, there were moments when things clicked really well, and that was when they really kind of understood each other and how they both worked. What's been the biggest adjustment for you, and also what's been the easiest part about your pairing so far?
I think, if I can add on the like traveling, I think this helped us so much. And I'm also really grateful that I got this opportunity to travel with him, just see the three of them like work and just like go to dinner. And so we got to know each other in a deeper level very quickly. So I think that's like a very good thing, because when you're on the ice, you see this connection. When you know the person and you get well with the person, you really see it, and you can see it on the ice. So I don't know yet what is the biggest like challenge, but I think what is the easiest is that we got to know each other really quickly and very well from the traveling and like the experience.
I think that you hit the nail on the head. Like, we had a huge opportunity where most teams, when they team up, it's skate and then leave the rink and then see you tomorrow. Where we were almost the opposite, which was like such a different experience. Like, I was working and then we'd have like an hour and a half break where I was like, hey, let's go do some lifts, or like, let's work with Sam for 45 minutes because our scheduled aligned, and then we can do this and try to set this up, and like, okay, now we have like a team dinner that we're going to. So we got to know each other very differently versus like just working together. In terms of challenges, like, of course we're going to run into so many, and just like every other team does, we say it's amazing, and it is right now. And we're going to have moments where like I'm completely gassed and she's like, wow, he looks tired. So I'm going to have to help him through more than I thought I was going to. But it does, or not, I don't know. But we're only going to be able to cross those bridges once we get to them. And I think that that's what's super cool about having the communication that Marge and I both have, is like, we're just very open. Like, there'll be a day I'm like, yo, I'm absolutely fried today. I'm cooked. Like, I'm trying really hard. And she's like, hey, let's like take it easy. Like, of course you're tired. This is 3.5 years since you've been moving like this, and now we're like, let's jump in the deep end because everyone's running like CTRs or run throughs around us. I'm like, calm down a little bit, but it's it's just like finding our groove and staying in our groove and not getting distracted around being surrounded by some of the best skaters in the world.
I mean, it's crazy. The season is like barreling toward us already. The Quebec summer event is coming up. Like,
Yep.
you got a whole bunch of ice dance teams, new ice dance teams coming in already. You two aren't scheduled to compete at this point until NHK Trophy. Any thoughts of doing something before that, or do you think NHK will be the first one?
No, we'll definitely do something before NHK, probably closer to like a senior B, not even a challenger, because the timing doesn't work awesome for us. I mean, the challenger events are great opportunities to get those world ranking points. You win a challenger, it's a 50-point difference from winning a challenger to a senior B, the 300 to 250 points. So is that 50 points going to make a huge difference for us, or 3 or 4 weeks of training going to make a huge difference? 100%. So we're looking to find a performance that makes sense for us on our schedule aligned with NHK, and then going from there.
I have never heard of a skater actually talking to me about world ranking points. Like, this is the first time I've ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Like,
is ice dance, Jackie. This is
Yeah.
ice dance.
That's what I was going to say. Is that unique to ice dance? Because I don't know if
Yeah.
the single skaters care about it as much.
Well, I mean, think of it this way. Like when you're having 20 teams doing a really good free dance, you want to be as high up as possible because like realistically, you're not going to have a team that's skating 18th in the free dance, getting an 8.5 in skating skills or higher. So it's really about like setting yourself up for that setup for the rhythm dance to make the judge's job, I mean, not easier, but you want to skate later so you can just have the excitement build throughout the event. So it helps a lot, I think.
Marjorie has been around for the last 4 years. Jean-Luc, you've sort of time traveled. The last time you skated, the pattern, the compulsory pattern was just out, and you skated half of the season with that. You're coming back with the pattern now back in.
Yeah, boy.
And we talked about the patterns when we were commentating, and like Golden Waltz. How do the two of you feel about this?
It's a good one. It's a hard one. Like, it's really hard, but I'm so grateful because we learn a lot. For me, like, we didn't do a lot of pattern dance in the last year. Like you said, it was taking out. So I think it's great that it's coming back. I'm really happy, but it's challenging. It's a lot of work, but it's a work that we love to do because we know we're going to get better with working on this. But it's a quick dance and very, very challenging. But we're both happy that it's back.
Who would have thought people would be like, "Oh my God, 3 turns"?
Yeah, no, but for real, it's such
so
a it exposes teams, right? And it's not just 1 or 2 teams. Everybody, like everyone is finding the challenges of the Golden Waltz. And I said this previously when we had our Skate Canada Media Day, but I think that the expectation of what everyone's Golden Waltz is going to look like is everyone's seen Tessa and Scott's video, right? And everyone wants it to look like that. I mean, they trained compulsories day in, day out in that time frame, and that was just one full segment of their event. And they had to do 2 patterns of this. We have half of a pattern, and then on top of that, we now have the luxury of quote unquote optional pattern. So I think that you're going to see a lot of different variations from what I've seen across the globe so far of different interpretations of what the patterning can look like. And some people are going to hate it, some people are going to love it, but realistically, I think it's more about the flow and the integrity of how to keep the dance moving.
I mean, I would love to nerd out with you about this at some point, but like I do think there is a difference in the way that calls have been done over the past couple of years. Huge point of discussion of last season, but like the way that what is interpreted as a clean turn or a clean step does feel like it's different than it was 4 years ago. So I'm curious to see what that's going to look like.
Yep, me too. I will be experiencing that firsthand.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I know you all have to go and train because training is important, but look and feel of your first 2 programs, anything that you can give us a preview of?
The rhythm dance, we just want to give like a good time for people. We want people to want to dance with us and just connect with them and together and just have fun in the rhythm dance. It's really positive, dancey, happy, fun, I would say.
Yeah, like that feeling of like running to the dance floor kind of vibe. It's like really fun that way.
That's what it looks like from the videos. I'm like, oh, this is a fast-paced one. Good.
Yeah, I think we definitely are playing to our strengths for both our rhythm and our free. I mean, like we have shoes to fill and learning how to tie them really quickly for trying to for accomplishing the things that we want. So we wanted material and vehicles that made sense for us immediately. And the free, I think it's just a huge opportunity for us to like kind of go into a world together and invite people into it with the maturity and connection that we have and that we're still trying to learn and figure out between one another. We love the music. It's super nice. There's a lot of space within it, and yeah, it's pieces that I think that we both have always really liked, and it just so happens that we get to share them and experience them together.
I'm excited to see what the progression is going to be like over the next few months, and I'm hoping to get myself to NHK Trophy. So
come do it.
We will see how that goes, but. Have a great training day, and great to have you on the podcast. Great to see you both, and best of luck with the season.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you.